very nice to be here
Came
today.
through. Thank you guys so much. Filled in for Shane's absence. He's gone. He did a very big show last night.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to hear all about it.
And he has quite the pool back there. Oh my gosh.
Dude, what the fuck? You're obscuring the pool.
It's huge. We were swimming in it earlier. I mean, it has a diving board. I've never even seen a high dive in a freaking
Fucking pretty big.
30 meter high dive.
Yeah. Like a diving well.
There's boys. They stock it with boys. There's just a bunch of young boys with mermaid towels we keep back there. It's nice.
Yeah, I was wondering who those
dude, please
boys
don't tell
were.
people what we have back
Say
there.
boys?
We keep teenage boys with mermaid towels in that pool at all times. And once they get too pruny, the pool boys come and switch them out and give
That's
us
why
a
you didn't let
fresh
me go
supply.
back there. You were like, do not go past that restroom. I was like, someone's over there. They're like, no one's here, bro.
That's the dungeon.
Yeah.
That's the dungeon.
Sounds like a young boy. Sounds like a very young boy.
That was quite the stairwell down to the dungeon. Yeah. It was cool. It was realistic. There were stones. It was a stone lined.
Well, thank you guys for doing this, man.
Yeah, man.
It would have, I mean, unbelievable. I get the two of you guys are both pretty different dudes from what I've gathered. You guys are pretty different dudes, but you guys are both, I mean, charisma, but you guys each have so much charisma, dude. I'm not fucking around.
Yeah.
You came in, you hit me with the fucking stories. I was like, unbelievable. Please say all of them again right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I read a comment yesterday on another podcast, and it says, hopefully his comedy's better than his storytelling, all lies. And I was like, you motherfucker.
Accusing you of lying.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know if I can tell any stories now because of that one comment.
Sue them, dude. Sue them. It's
Yeah,
libel.
Dude. It was that one
Stop
comment,
looking
dude.
at comments.
You have to, dude.
Stop looking
Actually, look at the comments and I respond, and I'm like, thanks for the love, bro.
Nah, dude, I've said it before. It's like, you know, in Lord of the Rings when he's walking over the swamp and they go and grab his leg. That's what it is. It's the fucking Lord of the Rings swamp. And
That's
I
what a
look,
bad
I look at it every
comment is.
week. I can't stop either.
Do you?
I just try because you get the good ones, you're like nice. Then you finally hit a bad one. You go, "Ugh,
You're like, what does that even fucking mean? And you're like laying down, like, I give a fuck.
I am ruining the show. And I just lay there in that feeling and just fucking convulse next to my wife. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you'll never understand.
You start researching the person. I
Yeah.
found some piece of shit one time on Reddit, like saying a bunch of crazy stuff about me. And I end up clicking on like his comments he had made and all this other stuff. And I was able to pinpoint where he was from in Ohio.
No.
And I was able to find his name and I discovered like his mom had recently died.
Oh.
and I
You're
sent him
like,
some
"Ha ha."
personal message. I'm like, hey, how's so-and-so? Asked him how the mom was and used his actual name.
Fucking
piece of shit.
Oh no. Yeah, you can't do it. That's the thing. You cannot attack the commentors.
Commented
You can't
on the
attack
wrong
them. Dude.
motherfuckers post.
No, you can't. You can't. If you harbor hatred in your heart for them, it'll just multiply.
Yeah.
It'll multiply. It'll just make you. You have to convulse. All I do is I lay next to my wife and I go, ugh.
You know,
Some guy said I'm his least favorite podcaster, ugh. And I take it all and I just go, ugh, and I just absorb whatever negativity he has and I just let it fucking
Let it out on your wife,
Let it hit
dude.
my internal organs.
Yeah. Let it out on your wife.
And then once I'm done convulsing, I go, get over here. You're going to have to pay now. Actually, that's exactly what happens. You're right, Justin. Every time someone says something mean to me, I pinch
Let it
my
on my
wife.
wife.
I pinch her.
yeah.
Like really
She's
hard.
like, hey, how was your day? Like, how was my day? You would know, huh?
And for every thumbs up on every negative comment, I go, and 1 and 2 and 3.
You know what I actually like doing? This is so shitty for me to say. Is like anytime, in particular, the president, like POTUS, makes a post, I'll just find a random way to inject myself and say something politically that I don't even care about.
I'll be honest, there's a lot of people doing this. 100%, Justin.
But I'll say one comment and I just kind of walk away to see how many I can get.
Oh, you're saying
Whole
to boost,
fucking thread, dude.
boost the profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so no, I'm saying no, not. I mean, I just do it. I don't know why.
Just to get, you're weighing in on the national discourse.
Whenever people are like, "What do you do for fun?" I'm like, I comment on POTUS's posts and fucking start.
So
arguments.
what's an example like the current conflict on the Gaza Strip? What would you, if there was an article, what would your sentence be under that
You're
article?
saying you're President Biden being like, hey guys, we're fucking
I'm saying
doling out
something
cash.
about
Yeah, how would
Israel
you
and
jump in on
Hamas.
that?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, how
Free
are you
Palestine.
weighing in? Huh?
No, I'm just kidding. It's just free Palestine, something stupid, right? And just fucking people will be like, "You motherfucker," and then people will be
You're
like, "In
talking about trolling,
1947, the CIA fucking," and they just start going off.
Yeah, you're
And
talking about
like,
trolling.
Yeah, just. I mean, I don't know why I do it, but it's in particular on his.
I'm kind of on the Palestinian side though. So were you making a joke?
And it's just a slippery. I'll let myself on fire and jump off the roof right now, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, that was in relate to your story you were talking about earlier. You can't talk about it. Can you talk about this stuff?
I can talk about. I'm just honestly where I work, right?
Sure. You work in tech, obviously.
I work in tech, dude. I'm a fucking tech boy, bro. Fucking.
So what it tell us is you were telling me earlier. I was telling you to stop. I'm like, dude, you're telling so many good. You're rapid fire stories. By the way, too. So you were on Naked and Afraid.
I was on there twice.
Twice?
Actually. Yeah. No big deal.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah. I mean,
what's it like?
You want to know what's so funny?
Yes.
I don't even give a fuck because this is about whatever. I'm so canceled. It is what it is.
Why are you doing this? Are you not canceled?
Honestly, dude, free Palestine. No,
stop. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, by the way, it's totally legit. If you do have if that is your cause, but
oh no, I'm
you're in tech.
I'm trolling the internet right now.
Zuck's gonna fucking hit the button and erase you, dude.
So what's so funny is I was on that podcast on Drinking Bros, right? And before you do anything, to include right now that I did not, but I'm gonna ask permission tomorrow. But whatever. What I did was I hopped on their podcast and they asked me some questions
Dream
about
Bros.
Megan Afraid. What's that?
Who's the Dream Bros?
Drinking Bros.
Drinking Bros. Okay.
That's the first podcast I ever did. And it's the Black Rifle Coffee guys. They had started that back in the day and they've separated a little bit. They're still boys, but they've just started their own thing that they went public. And
they're no longer Drinking Bros.
Yeah.
Are they Drinking Bros or are they just drinking buddies now?
They're still homies, I guess.
Gotcha.
Right. Like,
Gotcha.
but Black Rifle started their own Black Rifle Coffee podcast. They're a public company. They've separated. They're still homies, right? But I think they just gone their own direction. Is all.
Sure.
One was in the plane crash recently, weren't they?
Which one?
One of the brothers
From Drinking Bros?
Yeah.
Were they?
Survived?
Plane crash. No, they still haven't found the plane.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah.
For Drinking Bros?
I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm so
No,
confused.
I think they're all good.
But I was like, Jesus. I was just there, man. I was like, I should check on them.
You're like friends with them.
I was like, hold on, let me text them. That's terrible. I was just with them. Jesus Christ, right? But like, what had happened was I was always saying crazy shit in the office at Black Rifle Coffee, right? Like I was always just fucking around. And my boss at the time just popped his head in. He's like, hey, we just had a guest cancel. Can you say a bunch of crazy fucking sex stories and hop on the podcast? And I was like, sure. So I was always saying crazy shit, right? And I hopped on. I'd never met my CEO, right? That was Evan Hafer. Never met him in my life. And I did a podcast and I was telling him all these whack fucking Drinking Bros, like just Tinder stories, right? Mm-hmm. And the night before I had gone out on a Tinder date and I swear to God, this girl's like, hope you don't mind, I have a kid. I was like, yeah, that's cool. And without saying anything, she's like, her kid starts crying. She's like, oh God, he's crying. Legit fucking flat out newborn, right? Pops her titty out, starts breastfeeding her kid right in front of me. And that's when my boss texted me, what are you doing? Come get a beer. I'm at over. What are you doing? And I was like, I'm watching my Tinder date breastfeed her child. And he's like, ha, ha, ha. And I just snapped the photo, didn't take a photo of the kid, right? But I took the photo and I sent him my...
You smiley face over the kid?
I censored, bro, because, fucking protect the kids,
It shows you drinking some of the milk.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like, I was like taking a selfie, right? I was like...
You took a picture of a breastfeeding woman in her own home.
Yeah, it was... But it
Would y'all do that? Would y'all do that?
Huh?
Would y'all do that?
Would I do that?
Yeah. Have you ever?
I've breastfed. I've drank the breast milk. Yeah, I have 2 kids. I've drank the
sweet,
breast milk.
so I've heard, right?
How
It's
is it?
sweet, and then it's a little bit metallic at the end.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually really sweet. It's surprisingly sweet, and then it goes.
Do you know where I can get some?
Yeah, you could actually bodybuilders buy it all the time.
That's fucking weird.
And there's an Austin Mother's milk bank too. You could apply to grab some breast milk. It probably would be they'd be cross with you if you were drinking it just for fun.
They'll
But
be like, hey man, you come here every week and we just found out you don't have kids.
wait, so how did you? I went on a date one time similar to that myself, where a woman just like revealed an infant, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, she didn't tell me.
I hung out.
She just said, I have a kid, but she should have clarified that it was a newborn, like actual newborn. And so what's funny is I just told all these crazy fucking stories and they just kept asking. So
What happened on that date? I want to know, what did you do?
Oh,
how did you conduct yourself? Because I remember how I conducted myself when I had a babysit on a date.
Dude, I bailed, dude, because what happened was she was like, I'm very hungry. Do you think you can maybe order a pizza? And I started being like, I think she's using me to buy fucking pizza. And then I felt bad because she's like a single mom.
But women burn a lot of calories when they breastfeed.
Yeah. She was like, can you get 2 pizzas actually? Because, I got to breastfeed again later. Right? So I order the pizza and it comes over. No, and she was like, extra pepperoni, get it? And I was like, that's disgusting. But no, it's a
what is that, a nipple?
It's a pepperoni nipple joke that bombed. Anyway, fucking so I just ordered the food and then I just felt so uncomfortable. And she was like, do you want some? I was like, I'm gonna go. And we never talked again, right? So I told the story on a podcast and I had never met my CEO of my company because they're doing this. I was just the fucking marketing guy. And then we did a whole hour of just being crazy and then we're done. And then Evan Hafer, the CEO of the company I work for, never had a conversation with him in my life. And then they're like, all right.
Wait, you tell the current CEO company you work for?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to tell the company.
No. I work for another company. I worked for them for 4.5 years.
Got you.
You can't spill the beans on your current place.
On the tech setup.
So, oh God, I'm fired, dude. Can you just make me a permanent fucking... Anyway, so he took the headphones off That was the first podcast I ever did. I was just talking and he took off his headphones. He's like, Jesus Christ, Justin, what the fuck? That was rough. And he just walked out, right? And I was like, what? And they're like, dude, the people love you. And then I went to bed and I woke up and I had like 400 new followers. So they just kept having me on the show.
That's kind of nice.
And then I hit a crossroads where like that boss is no longer there and they put a new boss in charge of me. And she was like, hey, dude, you can't be saying all that crazy shit.
Wait, so you had a dude boss and then a lady came and shut down all the fun?
Well, it was a dude and then he transitioned into a female because it's 2020, whatever. No, he left the company.
And then a lady came and was like,
yeah, she was like, fucking no breastfeeding on the first date. And I was like, what? Fucking, but yeah, man, that was the first podcast I ever did. And I was going somewhere with this, dude. I was just fucking going circles.
We're talking about Naked and Afraid. What was that like?
So what I'm saying is I jumped on their podcast and they're fun. I was just on it the other day, right? But what had happened was anytime I do anything with Naked and Afraid, I hop on podcasts, right? And I'm supposed to clear it through the media team, right? They have a whole media team, which I did not.
For Naked and Afraid?
No, yeah, for Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid trumps the podcast.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
100%, right?
Yeah.
But what happened was I didn't ask them. So I also didn't ask for this one, right? But whatever. The
Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I hope the breastfeeding.
How was Naked and Afraid? God damn it! What was it like?
So hold on.
God damn it!
Yeah, what are you talking about? The media team? Hold on. What's going on?
What I'm saying is,
call the media team right now.
I got in trouble. Is what I'm saying because I hopped on and I'm about to get in trouble again. Is what I'm saying
for sure.
Disclaimer. So whatever. It was great, man. The first time I lost.
Why are they trying to control the narrative like that? Why can't you get out and fucking just get out naked in the woods? That's your God-given right. That's natural law.
Dude? Yeah, dude. Shall not be infringed.
Yeah, dude. If you want to get naked. So, but when they found out, did they find out while you were doing it or did they found out afterwards? Or
what's that? The media team?
Don't they see your naked butt on Naked and Afraid?
Oh, you're completely naked.
Yeah, but I'm saying the viewers at home see your naked butt, just not your dong.
Yes, they blur out your. I was making jokes like Team Tiny Blur, right? And it fucking worked. If you type in the hashtag Team Tiny Blur, like 6 photos will pop up, and it's fucking Justin Governal, baby. Let's go. But like, that
has to be a wildlife advantage, though.
What's that?
A tennis, like rocking like a soft
tennis.
A tennis. No, I rock a tennis myself. I'm not talking. I'm
thinking. I don't think when I heard you were on Naked and Afraid, I'll be honest. I don't think I would do that. I don't think I'm bashful. I don't think I would enjoy. I don't know.
It was fun, bro. Like I did it twice, and the first time I smashed it, dude. I lost 38 fucking pounds.
Who won? How far did you get in the?
The first time I made it 21 days. I made it the whole 21
What'd
days.
What'd you eat?
I ate small fish and crab.
Where the fuck were you getting them?
From the fucking. I was like by the Amazon. I was in Guyana.
What?
And it was dope, dude. It was dope. I caught some fish and some crab.
How were you catching the fish?
With a net, a mosquito net.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
I would never have thought of that. Fuck, dude. I was like, what the hell?
Dude, I was like,
you get to choose one item, right?
You know what's crazy is like, I don't know how to fucking survive, dude. Right. But in my mind, I was like, I'm going to survive. Right. And so in all the interviews, I was like, yeah, I'm a fucking survivalist. And then by the time, boom, I have a plane ticket. I'm like, oh, fuck.
You just made it up.
Yeah.
We're all survivalists.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of which mode the context we're operating in.
If I'm being real in the interview process, they asked me one question in particular, and I'm not stupid. It's like, it's a reality TV show. Sure. They ask you a question like, what can you not stand in a partner? And I know what you're going to do. You're going to pair me with what I cannot stand.
Yeah.
So I'm not even fucking around. Swear to God. I was like, oh, I know what you're doing. And like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm not going to get this role. So I was like on a computer call and you have to sit up for like 45 minutes with someone else. And they're like, it's perfect. And they leave the call and then boom, you're on a live call.
When do you talk to Jeff Probst in that whole process?
To Jeff who?
Jeff Probst.
Jeff Probst. At the very end, he's the final boss.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's Survivor. I'm a big Survivor fan. Wait, so did you get voted off on day 21 or what happened?
So you just have to survive 21 days. And in the interview process, I'd said, they're like, who can you not stand? And I was like, oh, I know what you're doing. And I was like, whatever you do, don't pair me up with a big booty Latina woman. And they didn't laugh at all, right? They're like super serious. And they're like, I'm being serious, Mr. Governor. And I was like, oh shit. And I said all these things and that's what they stuck me with, right?
Really?
But
did y'all hit it off?
True.
Why'd you laugh a little bit?
Because
did you?
They really gave you a big booty Latina?
Oh, definitely not, dude.
Who did they give you?
They
give you like a skinny white bitch.
No, it was she who shall not be named, right?
Sure.
Because
damn, so you had a negative experience with the lady in the woods?
The first time, right? Because I was there twice, right? And the second time was badass, dude. Like it was such a fucking blast. But the second time I got parasites, right? It was for sure great.
Wait, hold on. Wait, who was the partner? You obviously don't have to name her, but like, what was the dynamic?
So she was from Phoenix and she was Native American, right? And if you watch the show,
what her pussy look like? Oh, man. You just looking at that, man. I would have been looking at that pussy the whole time.
It was. I'll joke about everything. The only thing I'm terrified of is fucking discovery. Just like, yeah, what did it look like, Justin? I was like, everything was perfect. Everything was perfect.
Wait, so what happened though? What happened with this lady? Why was she like?
So if you watch the episode, I'm just being real. There was a lot of complaining, right? And if you watch, yeah. So I have a bit on it, right? And like the bit is, in case you don't know what Naked and Afraid is, it's where you skip 15 years of marriage and they just throw you in the jungle with some bitch you can't stand, right?
Yeah.
And that's the bit. And then I kind of talk about.
Does everyone have is it a male female duo always?
For the most part, the original version is yes. The second time they pair you with, it's like the second time I did it, there was 9 individuals, right? And they casted us. And I had such a fucking rad experience. Like I didn't argue with anybody the second time. It was beautiful, but the second time I got parasites. I had amoebas.
Oh, really? Like in
my fucking
gut?
Yeah, in my guts and in my blood. It was
Wait, so what happened with this? Did you have to like share a fish with this lady? Like what was going on?
So the first one,
if she taps out? Does that sorry to ask you another question.
No, if they tap out, you just have to keep surviving on your own. And in theory, it's like you've lost an asset. But if you watch the fucking show, right, all she would do was cry and cry and cry. And I'm not saying anything.
You lost a liability.
Yeah, pretty much, right? And so if you watch the show, I bitch 0 times. You will not watch me bitching because I'm not stupid. If all I have to do is say something crazy one time and they're going to fucking say it over and over in my edits. So all I said in my head was, don't give them any ammo. So although she would bitch at me, I would just be like, shh, like... It's fine, but all I was thinking the whole time is like, when we get out of here,
so it would just show you behind a tree.
Yeah, dude, just shaking. Yeah,
just grabbing fish like.
Yeah, dude. Fucking like, oh my god, they're like, there's other ways to kill that fish.
That might be an adaptive advantage.
They're like, why are you strangling the fish? And then I was like, some guy on fucking YouTube.
That would be kind of nice though. No, for fucking, you're in like a prehistoric setting basically, and it's just like, and you go outside and you're just fucking seeing red, just grabbing animals, risking life and death.
Yeah.
It's probably good for us at some level as a species.
Dude, it's
to have a lady be like, what's that?
Yeah.
You walk outside, your vision's like the predator. You're starting to see that they
dude,
it
you want to know what's crazy, dude?
So did she catch anything?
No, definitely not. Zero.
I mean, I would be the same. I would have been her if I was on that show with you.
But yeah, I probably would struggle.
Nah, but if I were to see her today, she can catch these hands. No, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's damn. I'm
canceled. Obviously, we know you're kidding, dude.
No, but yeah.
Didn't the jungle talk to you in the first one?
Whoa.
Yeah, I started hallucinating. I started hallucinating.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I went fucking 10 days.
Thanks, Josh.
I went 10 days without one bite of food, right? And
where were you getting water?
There was a fucking green pond. It was green, and I would boil my water, right? And so in the state of not eating for like 10 days, you can watch it on the episode. If I'm being real, dude, it was one of the harder things I've done in life, right? It is a fucking TV show, right? But it was actually hard. Yeah, like you got to think about it. You don't eat for 10 fucking days and you just start losing weight and the bugs are like insane. And like, I'm joking about it now because like, I'm back. But when you're there, you're just like, fucking stay checked in. Your partner bitches, you're like, me answering to that does not help me survive. So you just shut it off, right? And damn, yeah, dude. So she quit on day 16, right? And on day like 18 or whatever the fuck, I don't remember. I went to sleep and the jungle started talking to me. And it was telling me to make an X, right? It was like, make an X. And I literally woke up, I swear to God, outside of my tent. And I woke up and I'm just looking, I have zero clue where the fuck I am. And I just wake up and I'm like, hello. And I look around and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm holding these 2 sticks and they're both on fire, right? And I'm like, where the fuck am I? And I'm looking around.
So were you sleepwalking or something?
I was sleepwalking because again, you're going 10 days without food. And here's the deal is you have to keep your fire running and it rained every night. So my fire goes out, I can't drink water and I have to leave the show, right? No. So what I would do is I would when I was by myself, it would rain and I would sit in the rain and I would just blow on the fire as hard as I could just to keep just a little small piece of charcoal alive, right? And then in the morning it would stop raining and I just have this little, and everything is soaking wet and I'd be like, I'm so fucking tired. And I would start drying shit up and then I'd start my fire back up and then I try and sleep. So now I'm sleep deprivated. I'm food deprivated, right? And so, yeah, you start fucking hallucinating. I literally woke up outside and I was like, hello. And I'm like, is anyone there? And I look around and I was like, where the fuck? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm on a TV show. Okay, I'm on Naked and Afraid right now. Okay. And then I like crawled back into my fucking tent. And I honestly don't even really remember.
So you can bring a tent and something to boil water and you can bring some things?
You can. You get like 3 items, right? You get a tent.
I had a machete, a mosquito net, and a pot. And I'm sorry, fire starter, a pot and machete, and the mosquito net. They'll give you the pot, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so the other three items, we brought them with us. And it was fucking, dude, if I didn't have the mosquito net, if you look at my photos, like I've got scars, I've got permanent skin issues, dude. Like still.
From the mosquitoes?
From the mosquitoes, they like fucked my skin up, dude. Like
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
Yeah, man. It was,
you
it was
have to
fucking,
be careful.
But it was so dope, bro. Like that was the first one. I lost 38 pounds. And another thing that happened that whatever, I might get in trouble for, but it is what it is, was like when we were leaving, it was not technically the Amazon, but it was pretty much the Amazon. It was connected.
Sure.
To the Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, I figured
it's by a technicality. It has something to do with like the altitude. So they're like, you were no longer
some dude's backyard.
Yeah. You're like, you're really in the middle. I was like, I
bet.
And so on the way home,
spill the beans. Are people actually just feeding all throughout the show?
No, dude, like
There's
literally.
a producer putting makeup on you. I was like, oh, go back out there.
They're like,
we're doing this hallucination scene tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna
they're like, here's some mushrooms. That's just in case. And I'm like, you motherfucker, those are psilocybin. And they're
damn,
like,
so there's just a dude filming you while you're just running around like.
For the most part, yes. But they literally, you're by, there's safety precautions for sure, right? But you're by yourself at night. When I was screaming, nobody was listening to me, right? And so it's kind of fucking cool, dude.
Did you beat off?
No, you don't even. Dude,
you can't. Don't have time to beat
You're
off.
so fucking stressed out. It's kind of like in boot camp in the Marine Corps. Like nobody's getting boners.
True.
Right? At least you're not supposed to. Well, whatever. It's a different time now, right? But when I joined the Marine Corps, they literally asked me, "Do you like boys?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, and they would check you off.
So they're not supposed to ask.
No. I served in Don't Ask, Don't Tell, right?
Yeah.
And then also a bit, right? I served in Don't Ask, Don't Tell. However, the Marines made me gay, and then I talk about it, right?
I was in a freaking band growing up called Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Really?
And it blew us up when the
We're
Don't
like, thank you
Ask,
for your
Don't Tell
service,
thing
and you're
came
like,
out.
yeah, that's right, pussy, fucking.
Yeah.
Wait, so did that get repealed?
Yeah. You can.
So now you can ask. So that's why they asked you. They said, "Are you gay?"
Yeah, like, are you gay? And they're like, yes. And you're like, and then no, I'm just kidding. I say it now. You can't.
So
get
the
canceled.
rule was
don't ask.
The rule was don't ask, don't tell. Now you're allowed to ask and tell.
Yeah, you can.
But can you screen somebody out and be like, "Are you gay?" Okay, thank you very much.
No. It's open. You could do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, do whatever.
Right?
Yeah,
join, and that's fine.
A lot of armies were gay. There's a lot of homosexual action in armies for his.
I mean, Marines, to be honest. Okay, so this is what's so funny is like I have a way of telling this story, but in reality, it's a real fucking story. And I say it on stage, I'm getting fucking Me Too'd, and everybody's like laughing and shit. And I'm like, but like one time, again, I served in Don't Ask, Don't Tell. You cannot be gay and serve in the military. But I remember the drill instructor was like, you can't smile or anything. And the drill instructor saw some kid laughing. And he's like, you want to laugh? You want to be gay? Boy. And he looks around. He's like, get naked right now. And he's like, aye, sir, like 18 years old. And he looks at all of us and he's like,
weird.
Yeah. And then he's like, all of you get naked, all of you right now. And we're like, aye, sir. And we all get naked. And he's like, all of you in the shower right now. And we're like, aye, sir. And he makes us get in a ball and he's making us squat up and down. I'm 18 years old. I signed up to like find fucking weapons of mass destruction, dude. And it's like weapons of mass destruction.
That have some pervy drill instructor.
You say weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. So again, it's a bit, but it's real. So it's like, sir, I signed up to find weapons of mass destruction, sir. He's like, you mean weapons of ass destruction? Get naked right now, you know? And so we're like, sir. So we all fucking run to the shower and we're covering like our dick and our balls.
Sure.
Right. And our buttholes. And he's making us squat up and down. And we're like, sir. And he gets us all super tight. And then he's like, put your fucking hands in the air right now. And we're all fucking putting our hands in the air and we're like squatting up and down. And like, I'm not fucking around.
It was a gay test.
Dude,
he was doing you guys a gay test.
He's like, I just want to make sure if any of you squirm or if any of you smile again, I'm going to kick you out. Oh, and I've got another story on that. Anyway.
God damn, dude.
So he was weird. That's weird,
bro. So he's all licking his lips and shit. No, I'm just kidding. But
you got it. Look,
dude,
I would have done the same exact thing if I were him.
Bro, so yeah.
That's how I run
gay
my
test.
boot
You want to
camp.
smile? Gay test. All of you naked in the shower.
It's been nothing but just gay stuff for like 30. Hell week has been nothing but gay stuff.
Yeah, dude, gay test us, bro. And
not
so
fucking kiss. No.
Yeah. Show me you're not. Show me how comfortable in your own skin you are. Prove you're not homosexual.
Let's see who comes first.
Yeah.
Whoever who comes last eats the cookie. Go.
And so, dude, he fucking got us all in the shower. shower and we're squatting up and down and I'm not fucking around. Literal penises are touching my penis. Bah, 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 bah. And I remember just thinking in my head, I'm like
That's
18.
gangbang logic, though.
Bro, I'm 18 fucking years old and I'm just squatting. I'm like shivering, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, and then now as I've gotten older, so when I'm on stage, I'll be like, don't ask, don't tell. That's the gayest shit I've ever done in my life, right? Like, God forbid I actually like that shit. But it was, that's anyway, that was don't ask, don't tell, right? And after that, they're like, you want to laugh again? Don't laugh or again. I was like, no, bro, fuck laughing, dude. That's gay, dude. Fucking
That's gay, laughing.
Yeah, dude.
Gay.
Yeah. I was thinking like combat, dude. I was like, do not smile, do not show emotion. Fucking.
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah, when people,
how much of that, like, do you think, like, as you go into it, and obviously your mind's not trained, how much do you think your mind gets trained from the whole military experience?
Oh, you can get naked right now and I'd be like, right on, dude.
Well, not just being naked. I'm talking about dude, stop trying to jump.
Dude, fucking, I'm traumatized, bro. Sorry, it's a trauma, dude. The war made me crazy. Oh, fucking, my bad,
yeah,
bro.
what
My
a
bad,
creepy just scene that is.
Yeah, dude.
With
That happens in jail. That happens in jail.
Yeah, you
a
want
good
to know
amount.
what's fucked up is I just painted the picture and both of you just painted it in your head. So I think I just gay tested you all, dude. Fucking.
Yeah, I didn't get hard at all.
Yeah.
I didn't get to it. Dude,
Yeah,
they do
dude.
that in prison a lot, apparently. They'll like, if people get caught like selling drugs or whatever, they'll be everybody out naked, pack people up in the showers. The same. It's like a tactic.
Yeah, fucking
They just,
crazy.
it's like you have a bunch of dudes. It's like, how
I heard
can
later on he got in trouble for it, right? But like,
Oh, yeah.
and then like this, whatever. We're just fucking riffing, right? But like, you can't laugh, you can't do anything. And when you talk, you kind of talk like a ventriloquist, like this. You just kind of like that's how
Popeye.
you start talking like that, right? Because you can't get caught talking. And one time there's like they remove all the doors from the shitters, so you can't shit in private. It's just weird, just a mind fuck you, right? And there's this dude that had his, I had my rifle, like we were walking in like some training facility and it's like, you have to stand all perfect. And like when somebody takes a step, you take one step and you just shut the fuck up until it's time to go do whatever the fuck you got to do. Right. And there was a kid taking a shit and he grabbed my rifle and he started pretending to jerk it off. Right. At this point, so I go in the Marine Corps kind of like,
Can't do that.
well, so what I'm saying,
I know that.
so yeah, trust me. And so what happened was he starts pretending to jerk my rifle off and I fucking close my eyes and I start pretending to like finish, right? Like if I'm nutting, right? And so I start going, and when I open my eyes, there's a drill instructor like 2 inches from my face, dude. So I go, and I open my eyes and he just, and I just go, sir. And he's like, good to fucking go. So he's like, come here right now. And he brings me, dude, he brings me to another room. He brings me to this fucking shower, right? Again, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was like, not again. The war. He's like, weapons of mass destruction, Marine. I think we found them. The war's over, buddy. Get naked now. So he fucking war's over, buddy. We found the weapons of mass destruction, and it's you, buddy.
Weapons
fucking,
of mass destruction.
Yeah, we found them, dude. And then they hung Saddam.
Wait,
and then,
so you were going to the bathroom, you have your gun there, somebody else comes up and starts acting like they're jacking it off, and then you're pretending
Thank you
like
for
it's
clarifying. I feel
happening.
like you're taking a shit during this.
Yeah.
That's
So
terrible.
what was happening is we were all like in some facility where like, we were going to go to the range or some shit. So we had our rifles, we don't have any ammo. And it's like one person like goes outside and then like we're in this long line, right? But there's shitters inside.
Yeah.
Right. And so one dude pretends to jerk my rifle off. And when I guess he saw the drill instructor coming, so he stopped doing it. So I just started going like, so I'm like, so he saw the drill instructor coming and then the drill instructor saw me coming. Right. And fucking, so I'm pretending to come, right? Boom. And I open my eyes and I just go, sir. Like, I didn't know what else to say.
Did you get to wipe your ass?
What's up?
Did you get to wipe your ass?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't shitting. The other dude was. I was walking. I was like standing up like
You
this.
were guarding him
So
shitting.
yeah. So I had my rifle and it's like you take a step and you go like this, right? And so
Should it guard him while he's shitting?
yeah. Well, no. There was just
You're
shitters.
just doing the pretend thing. You really went for the bit
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
if the other guy caught your ass.
Yeah. And so what I'm saying though,
Penalize you for a
Dude.
weak ass act out, dude. He's like, get fucking act out.
yeah, dude, my
suck,
bad,
bro.
dude. I'll get better. My fucking, I'll do better, dude. My bad, dude. Fucking, sorry, I'm
didn't sell the act
traumatized,
out,
bro. The war
Private.
made me crazy. You're just triggering a lot of memories, bro. Fucking, and so a lot of dick, bro. You're fucking
So
triggering me, dude.
now I'm confused. What do the toilets have to do with this? Who was shitting?
So another recruit.
And you were standing with a rifle.
I was so he like let's say I'm
Like an
in the
English
shitter,
Bobby.
right? So every time I would take like there's all these recruits here, and we were like in this giant facility that had shitters.
Got you.
And so when I walked by, my rifle was accessible, and he pretended to jerk me off.
Got
and he
you.
heard the drill instructor coming, so he stopped. And I closed my eyes and pretended to come. And when I opened my eyes, there's a drill instructor there, right?
Got you.
So I'm like, sir, and he's like, good to fucking go. So he's like, come here. So he brings me to another room, and there's like 5 drill instructors because they're real big on like. they all hang out in private and one guy will fuck you up, but they're humans, but they don't let you see that.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm 18 years old. And so they bring me in a room and he's like, do the face, recruit governor. And I was like,
No.
aye, sir. So I like half-ass it. Dude. I just go, oh, and he's like, nope, do the fucking face. And I'm like, sir. And he's like, do the fucking, and then all these drill instructors just run up to me and they fucking just start screaming and then they make me come for real. No, I'm just kidding. No, they fucking.
So then you had a thrill in front of all these guys. Yo,
yeah. I was like, why do you think I joined, you dumbasses? Fucking. And so they're screaming at me, do the fucking face right now. And there's all these drill instructors just sitting there. And I just I'm half-assing it. I'm faking it. And they're like, we're not going to leave this goddamn room until fucking. And then so finally I'm just like, fuck it. Just commit, dude. Just get them off your ass. And so I just fucking go, sir. And I can't laugh. And all of them they're not supposed to laugh, but they're all kind of smirking because they're like, God damn, that's funny. Like, and so they're like, oh, what are you fucking gay? Are you gay, governor? And I'm like, no, not again. No, sir. Right. And so he's like, you know what? Fucking start doing push-ups right now. Give me your mom's phone number. I'm going to call your mom and tell her son's getting kicked out of the Marines for being gay. And I was like, no, sir. No. Like, and he's like, give me her number. And I'm doing push-ups. He's like, give me her goddamn number. So I'm like, 956. Right. I give this fucking drill instructor my number. And then he starts saying shit to me like, oh, now I got your mom's number. How do you feel about that? And I was just like, fucking, what the fuck, dude? Like, where's Osama bin Laden, dude? Like, that's what this is all about, dude. Fucking. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand, man. Like this guy pretended he touched my rifle and I'm not gonna dime him out. So fuck it, dude. I'm gay, dude. Right. But he just thrashes me forever. And then they're like, get the fuck out of my face. And I run on and I'm just like, fucking, and I just go back to like, God damn it. Like that's boot camp.
Dude. Yeah, that sucks.
And I guarantee you there's another Marine listening to this story right now laughing.
That's gotta be fun for those guys though.
100%.
If I was like my age now and I got to fuck with 18-year-old dudes, it would be so much fun.
I know, that would be cool.
So much fun.
We should do it.
I think I was in a fraternity and we got the shit hazed out of us. It honestly was horrible.
What was some of like the worst? Are you sworn to secrecy?
Oh, no. I was a Pike at Tennessee. I have a pie symbol branded on my ass. We all got branded one night.
What?
But I remember during fucking Hell Week, I remember the last night I was blindfolded for 15 hours and we're constantly having to do shit and like the cold communal showers and the ice baths. And it was a nightmare. I ended up with a bad staph infection in my leg.
What?
Yeah, some kid the next year almost had to get his arm cut off, so the national fraternity had to come down and
no way. Like
crack some skulls. Half of my pledge class was taken out. But basically, I would go watch the hazing. I wouldn't really haze, but I would go watch it. Because I went through it, so I'd fucking kind of get a kick out of watching it. I remember my senior year one night, I was fucked up. Probably on butt ice and cocaine, and I go down to the fucking basement and there's like 35 dudes in a circle and I'm making them chant all this stuff. And then each one of them, as hard as I could, I hit them with my elbow with my chest, and I wake up the next day and I'm like, why can't I move my fucking arm? What happened last night? And then I was like, blacked out, you dumbass. So yeah, one night I fucking got those motherfuckers.
You just got in there and started hitting them?
Yeah.
It's kind of equivalent.
Got each of them with my elbow.
It's kind of equivalent to going to war, dude. You're blindfolded. You got sent to like the SEER school in case you got captured.
Was a nightmare.
Guy got his arm fucking cut off, blown off, whatever.
True. That's a fair point. That's a good analogy.
From staff. Yeah.
What was it? Where was the staff coming from?
So it was from the fraternity house. They ended up doing. They ended up, I think, making it better a year or two later. But it was gross. It had probably been the same way since the 80s. It was fun. I had a lot of fun there, but it was gross as shit. Yeah, I got a bad staph infection on my
Was it
leg.
worth joining? Because I always remember when I was in college, you see the frat parties and there'd be so many girls going into the frat parties. And I'd always be like, man, I should let them be mean to me for a while. And
I had a good time. It's just something, all the kids from my high school where I went in Memphis, people generally just join fraternities. Yeah. So I just did it and I had a good time. It was fun.
Seems fun. I was always on the outside of the brotherhood. I could never do it.
Man, I don't know.
I used to go to Pike in where I went to Drexel in Philly, and I used to sell weed to them and Xanax apparently too. And
really?
I would get to chill with the dudes who were already sworn in. So I'd be in their house and like pledges would come up and I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. And I got to do that. But
I know that was kind of fun.
That was kind of fun because they'd be like, clean that the fuck. As I drop something, they'd be like, no, don't touch that. Clean that the fuck up. And some dude would be like, I'm like, yeah, fucking clean that up. Be selling Xanax to them.
Yeah, that's so funny, God.
Yeah, it made me think. I was like, dude, I could probably do it, but I was like, I couldn't go through that, dude. If they started like yelling at me and shit, I was like, I can't.
It was dumb. It's weird memories I have. I've written some of it down. I need to tell some. It was strange. It was for the first fall semester. It was strange. Well, it was a weird time.
It's almost like a thing that it was like a universal thing. Like that used to happen to every like younger man had to go through some sort of harrowing ordeal. So it's actually
just human nature in general. Like in high school, well, the seniors haze the
true,
freshmen.
but the whole thing was there was like whole hunter-gatherer society set up where like you had to contain youthful energy, because if you didn't like grab a kid when he was like 15 or 16 and like scare the fuck out of him, then like a lot of times it was like you have like a 17, 18-year-old who's like, I'm going to beat the fuck out of everybody here. You know, if there was like, if you had like 10 dudes there and there was like 3 old guys and like 35-year-olds who had like fucked up feet, one 18-year-old could just fucking destroy them, fucking take over all the women and stuff. So you had to like grab them when they were boys and just terrify them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Kind of like the shower story, right? Fucking.
Yeah. You had to come up with a cool myth and be like, this is this thing. And you'd have masks on. You'd be like, then you'd just like poke his penis with the thing. And he'd be like, oh, fuck. You'd be like, you're now part of us. And you'd be like, sick. Mm-hmm. We don't do that anymore. That's, that's why people do fentanyl.
Everybody's too soft, dude.
That's why, it would help. Yeah. You know, maybe fentanyl though is the thing.
Yeah, I got lucky with that. I had
fentanyl.
No, when I was doing cocaine all the time, I was lucky. I never got any fentanyl. You hear about that's very scary.
When did you stop doing cocaine?
2.5 years ago.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your decision to stop doing cocaine all the time?
I think I was about to kill myself or die. Honestly, I had ended up becoming some horribly dark, depressing thing. I was having a lot of fun, but then I don't know. I still have the bag from the night I decided to stop, though. So if it's ever going to be the end of the world or
the whole bag.
It's a decent amount. I looked at it about a month ago.
You just have it sitting there?
Yeah, I just have it.
What are you talking like? What kind of satchel are you talking about? 8-ball?
I don't know, probably a gram. It's in just a sandwich baggie. Man, I had a bunch that night.
I've never liked drugs, man. I freak out.
Right. Yeah. I've never done coke.
No?
Don't do it.
No, I never will. I knew people who started doing it when I was in like high school.
The big thing right now is ketamine.
Yeah,
right?
There's a big one.
There's a comic that I know, I'm not going to say his fucking name, but he's just started doing a lot of ketamine, right? I know Josh knows him. He's like smiling, right? But the other day, we're at a fucking mic.
Who else knows him? Yeah. What mic were you at?
What fucking mic was it? It was.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, right on. I'm trying to get discerning details so he can give his identity.
I mean, after the pod, dude, I'll fucking.
He's doing. Is he like slipping into K-holes, or is he just kind of like bumming
man, he's fucking just always doing it. And I had him on a show that I did in Laredo, and he just gets up there and he's got this fucking crazy energy. And then I saw him the other day, and he was like at a fucking mic on a Thursday with like 10 fucking people, dude. Like, and he's just doing it. And he's like, you want some? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then he starts trying to convince me, like, he's like, dude, honestly, ever since I started doing it, and he's just doing this little like motion. He's like, ever since I started doing it, I feel like it just cured all my problems. And I was like,
oh, there's a monster problem brewing in the back.
I'm like, I don't see your logic, motherfucker. Like,
he has MS. That's why.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, so that'll narrow it down a little bit. Has MS. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got MS-13.
That's why he does all the drugs.
Yeah. Does he actually, or are you fucking with me?
No, he has MS.
What?
Yeah. Young guy.
He's what?
He's a young guy, has MS. Yeah. That's why
so he's just living his best life right now.
No. Wait, I think you're talking.
He doesn't want you saying this right now.
He said it on Kill Tony, so he's good.
Oh no. Wait, actually,
no.
Damn. I didn't know that.
What was his first name again?
Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Holy fuck.
Well,
he's a funny dude. He's funny as fuck. He's just funny as fuck.
You're saying you're just not a big fan of drugs.
I've never really, and dude, honestly, I lost 2 cousins last year to addiction.
Yeah.
Right? And it's fucking real shit. I've seen it tear my family apart.
Yeah, I could get real mean.
Yeah,
whenever you
about 15 butt ices deep. Ooh,
butt ice, dude.
I could get real.
What is this, grade school, dude? Butt ice? No.
Yeah, I love butt ice.
Yo, careful, dude. You don't want to smoke with him, dude. I watched him. Just get nasty. Were you on butt ices and cocaine that night, dude?
No, I wish. I was.
You were attacked, by the way.
Yeah, no shit. I was totally attacked.
I watched you get blindsided on Kill Tony. I said, what the hell?
It's bullshit. I'm trying to have fun on it, and then he fucking. I have dark energy. What does that fucking mean? What does that mean?
I mean, you look pretty like.
Were we in the
collected to me,
15th
man.
century? I mean, what does that mean? Dark energy? Was it like a wizard? What the fuck does that even mean?
That was a very funny clip because it was like, well, it's like a roast show. So it's like you're sitting there, you're like, I got it. There's got to be something, and he chucked it out at you, and it was.
Yeah,
sucked.
he was asking for it. I'd had a really bad day.
Your grandfather really died?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Sorry to hear
Literally
about
my
that.
second, I just started headlining and it's been fun. And on the second night of the shows in Vegas, I get a text from my dad that says something like, "Oh, let's tell William tomorrow so he doesn't worry about it during his shows."
He texted you that?
I swear to God.
Oh, nice, dude.
I have it right here. And yeah, I immediately say, "What?" And then he
You're
calls
like, we
me.
did that last bag you were saving. Sorry about it, dude.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
It
in
was
his
just
mind? He was
weird.
like, I don't know how to break it down to my kid. He's like, I've got it. And he's just
Yeah,
like, sends you like,
accidentally.
You're saying that was more of like a meta play?
Yeah, it was just like, oop. And he's like, what? And he's like, oops, boom, broke the
Nah,
ice. What an icebreaker, dude.
So then
Yeah, I
he
think
was
he did
like,
it on purpose.
don't worry about it. Or did he say, oh, yeah, well, I guess cat's out of the bag?
Oh, yeah. He just immediately called me.
It's like,
It was
bad.
sad. Rusty Vance. We were never especially close just because he always lived in Mississippi. I just didn't see him a lot, but very sad. I loved him. Rest in peace, Rusty.
Right. Are you a grand orphan? Do you have any other grandparents surviving? I'm a grand orphan. I have
That
no
was
more.
it.
That was the last
Grand
one.
orphan.
That was a connection to the
I've never heard that.
grand orphan. I'm a grand orphan.
Yeah, me too.
It's good
Hashtag
to
me
know
too.
that term now. I didn't know there was a term for
just
us.
made it
I
up.
know.
Yeah,
It's
right. And
funny.
I was like, man, I learned something new every day.
You're a grand orphan now.
You're like grand orphan. I'm like, hashtag me too. Like we're coming up with fucking phrases right now. I should coin that. Hashtag me too.
You should.
Yeah.
Dude, Justin, you're crazy, bro.
Yeah, when my grandfather passed, he was a cool dude, and my dad had a different image of him. Right, he was in the Navy though, like in World War II era.
Nice.
And so one time he told me, like after post Marine Corps, he's like, "You see, grandson, when you get to be my age, you learn to become like a submarine." And I was like, "A submarine, grandpa?" And he looks at me and he goes, "Ah," and he goes, "Your dick don't work," right? He moves his tongue around. And I was like, that's...
Wait, how the fuck did
Yeah.
I thought it was about to be some words of wisdom or something.
Same. And he tells me that, and I tell my dad, and my dad's like, my dad doesn't talk like that. I was like, he fucking told me, and he's like, no, dude, you're making stuff up.
You might just get military man Randy.
That's what I'm saying.
dude.
So what?
Yes.
what it
Military
was?
men get very sexual around
Yeah,
here.
dude. He was like, don't ask, don't tell. And he's like, he learns to become like a submarine with guys. And I was like, what the fuck? Fucking...
Wait,
No, he didn't say
What
that.
did he? Why? What's the analogy between a submarine?
Yeah, what's the
So he said, when you get to be, because he was talking about a woman that walked by, and he's like, I wouldn't know what to do with her. And he said, actually, I would. And then he looks at me and he goes, you see, grandson, when you get to be my age, you learn to become like a submarine. And he goes like this with, when I look at him, I go,
Does he
submarine,
attack
grandpa?
women underwater? What the fuck?
that?
What does that mean?
Like going down on somebody, right? So he goes, you learn to become like a
Oh.
submarine, and he moves his tongue around and he goes, and I started laughing like, oh, fucking
It'd be
A.
tight if he just left it there and went, boop.
Yeah. He learned to become like a submarine. And I was like, a submarine, grandpa? And he didn't even, he just like, and I was like, what the fuck? Are you all right, dude?
He's just talking about eating pussy. He's probably been waiting to talk about eating pussy with someone
Yeah.
forever.
But we
that's
actually,
sweet.
we used to talk like that. And then when I told my dad's like, oh, no, yeah, you're making stuff up again. And I was like, all right, motherfucker.
What, he accuses you of making stuff up?
Yeah.
Often?
No. He just, in his mind, his dad is like this perfect being, right? And I was a Marine, and my grandfather served as a guy in the Navy. So he would say shit to me like,
Y'all had that camaraderie.
yeah, we had that. Yeah. I was like, you got stuffed in showers too, grandpa? He's like, all the time. Don't smile. And I was like, yeah, fucking, that's weird that you know that. But
Damn.
no, so it's kind of cool, right? And another thing he said on his deathbed was, whatever you do, grandson, wait as long as you can to get married. They're all crazy. Never tell them everything. Tell them enough, but never everything. It'll always bite you in the end. I love you, grandson. Hopefully next time I see you, I won't be stiffing on my back. And like a week later, I was at his funeral and he was on his back and I just had to fucking poke him because he was stiff. And I was just like, yep. And I kind of, it's fucked up, but like I smirked.
Damn.
I was like, he just had that dark, like.
yeah.
Dark energy.
energy.
Yeah, the dark energy, bro. Yeah, dude. Fucking go like this real quick. Fucking, oh, dude, you look just like him, man. Fucking.
Well, that's sweet what he said. Next time he'll see you, he won't be...
Hopefully next time I see you, I won't be stiffing on my back. And I saw
That's
him
a
a week
sweet
later.
thing to hear.
Pretty dope. He knew he was going to go, man.
It's also kind of sick of him. It was like final words of like, dude, fucking women suck.
Yeah, dude, isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah,
My dad's dad had a similar thing where some of his like last stuff he was telling people apparently was like, don't let your wives get involved with the business. Well, it was a similar thing of like, yo, dude, for real, girls fucking stink so fucking bad.
He's like, your drill instructor was on the something, grandson, winks his face and dies. And I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be gay now.
It's kind of tight though for like an old dude to be like, what is the best thing I can do with my last couple moments?
Dude, he literally said, he knew he was on his deathbed and whatever. He's just said that is the most impactful thing. That's why I could say it word for word. I could say it again and repeat everything he said because I thought about it. And I was dating a girl at the time and I told her and she's like, yeah, is he divorced? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, he's just bitter. He's just bitter. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's fucking on the
attacking the man's legacy, dude.
Did you dump her ass?
Or
it was the lady on Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, dude.
One you didn't get along with.
Yeah, she was like, hey, hi, do you want to go hunting together? And I was like, wait, as long as you can to get married.
What would your final words be when you think on your deathbed?
Oh, dude, I can't say it because I'm going to get canceled, but I just,
Okay, fucking never mind, man. Just wait. You're about to die.
I literally, dude.
No, don't.
Yeah. You know what, dude? Put the pistol away, and I'm like, faggot, boom. Fucking, that's dumb, right? I'm kidding, but too soon. Tough crowd.
Where would you do that?
Oh man, fucking
like a grocery store.
Dude, I used to say it all the time. If I were to do it, I wouldn't. Right? I want to make this very clear because I'm a veteran, and it's like
I hear you.
Deal,
People
right?
get all bugged out.
But I would always say like a lot. Like a decade ago when I would joke about it, I'd be like, oh, I'd do it at at a middle school or elementary school just to fuck everybody up and make society funnier. They would have all this trauma. All these little kids would be funny motherfuckers when they got older, right? And they'd be like, why are you so funny? And they'd be like, it's called trauma. You don't have trauma. What are you talking about? When I was fucking 12, this guy just walked up and he just said some crazy, he said, wait as long as you can to get married. And he blew his brains out. So.
No, that's fair. No, you can share that stuff here. I don't. Yeah,
I'm just scared, dude, because we live in this world where it's like
people frown upon that. Yes,
dude. There was
just bringing guns into school. People are kind of like
apparently
kind of uptight about that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
No, I get what you're saying. You would do a wild, terrible thing. I always said I would ride a motorcycle into the White House. That was always cool.
Oh, that would be a fun.
Yeah, what the hell, right? And I would do it. It would make no sense at all. I'd have a bucket of white paint and blue paint, and then my blood would just splatter it red, so it'd just be red, white, and blue right in the side of the White House. Or more so against like the metal ramp that blocks people from getting into there. And then they'd be like, damn, what a fucking patriot. But it'd be like, no, I just think it'd be cool.
He'd be like, man, there's got to be like an impact. I know, fucking, this is crazy. We're all like ideating, like, fucking, how would you do it, bro? How would you do it?
I think about it all the time, I'll be honest. I think about it constantly. But I'm not going to do it. I'm too...
I don't have the balls anyway, right?
I love to grind too much, though. That's the problem.
To just keep going?
To grind, yeah. I wouldn't be able to grind if I killed myself. That's the only reason.
What if you got diagnosed with some inoperable disease and you were getting towards the end? Would you do assisted suicide?
You're inferring there's a disease that could keep me from grinding, dude. I resent that.
I apologize. It's my first time here. I apologize.
Dude, I worked out for 45 minutes today, dude. No disease could stop me from grinding.
Oh, nice. 45 minutes is. I stopped. I haven't been working out.
I did 6 a.m. yoga today, dude.
Did you really?
Yeah. It was great. I literally got called for this like last minute, right?
For yoga?
No. Oh, for this, for the pod. Yeah, for yoga.
Who the fuck called you for yoga?
I was like, I heard a calling right in the jungle, and it fucking told me go to yoga at 6 a.m.
So did you ever notice? I've done yoga a couple of times. Sometimes it can be a little distracting in there, with like some of the poses. Have you ever kind of ran into a situation where you had to like discipline yourself mentally for not like basically keeping your eyes on your mat, not looking at like a lady's butt as she like bends over?
I think when I started yoga, I was like, oh, there's fucking beautiful women everywhere. But after a while, you're just like, I'm like checked in, dude. It's actually pretty damn hard.
You get used to it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I was the same way. I was a humongous pervert when I started yoga. I was always like, oh. And I couldn't turn that off. And now I can do it and just, I see it and I go, nice. And then, but I keep my stretches going. To
be honest, I like keeping my eyes forward in yoga because there's like these little tiny chicks that are so fucking good at like these positions, and they just make me feel like shit because they're like telling us, step one, try it like this. If you want to do it harder, do it like this. If you want to do it harder, do it like this. And if you want to keep going, and I'll look over and some tiny chicks just doing some hard fucking shit. And I'm barely even doing the first one correctly. So what I've realized is like you start comparing yourself to a bunch of people. So you just fucking like eyes forward.
And that's probably the only thing that bitch has going on in her life. So
that's what I tell myself when I'm struggling. No, for real. When I'm struggling, any guy struggling in a yoga class, just imagine you'd probably destroy the whole room if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they can fucking put the back of their heel on their head and like raise their chest up like a swan, but I could also just fucking come down on it.
Like, can you stop a double?
You know what I'm saying? Like I could, that's their thing. If I wanted to, I could just do, I could just devastate the room. There's always that one old guy though. There's like usually like an old guy with his shirt off
Yeah.
Like
So you'd
strong.
have to take out the alpha male. Yeah, there's always there's always an old dude.
You start looking around the room like, I'd fuck that guy up. I'd fuck that chick up. I'd fuck that.
Yeah, I would first of all,
Just fucking start sizing everyone up.
if I start getting competitive in yoga, I just jump. I switch the game. I'm like, well, all right, well now we're fighting to the death.
Chick next to you, you're just like, what's up now, pussy? And she's like, okay.
Sweep her legs out.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
No, yoga's great. That is great though to like, because it is nice to like, because then you watch and you're like, okay, yeah, this is a weird mind game I'm playing with myself. I'm like, oh, there's so many chicks here, and you can start being like, all right, I don't have to do that.
It's honestly fucking rad, dude. I
Yoga rules,
like
dude. Yoga fucking
genuinely
rules.
fucking like it, dude.
Yeah, it's good for you, man. It's a. We unfortunately don't have anything like that in the United States, where it's learning how to kind of.
No, the one thing that I can't get behind is namaste.
No.
Whenever they're like, inhale.
You better not give me a namaste joke, bro.
No, I don't. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, those are kind of funny. That's what I was immediately thinking.
Namaste at home.
Shutting that down right away.
No. I just
Why
can't
don't you like it?
I just can't get behind it because my aunt went to India to go study yoga, and she's like, they don't say namaste over there,
Really?
right? And so I'm like, really?
white
She's like,
letters
it's a
within me
very.
is
She
within
said it's
you?
a very like Western like whitewash thing, right? And so whenever
What
I
do
do
they say?
it, what's that?
What do they say?
I don't know. I also can't get behind the ums, right? They're like, we're all gonna take
The sound of the universe. You're telling me you're
yeah, the
against
sound of the universe. OM is like the first sound of the whatever. That's what they say. But whenever they're like, we're gonna do 3 ohms together,
love the
and they're
ohms,
like,
dude.
inhale, exhale, and everyone's like, oh, and I'm just like, I'm not doing it.
You
I'm not
have to
fucking
do it,
doing
dude. You have
can't,
to do
dude.
it.
I can't.
It's
do
my
it, dude.
favorite part of the whole thing. I would do that for an hour.
Yeah,
Chanting in unison is nice.
yeah, dude.
I know that sounds fun.
It's awesome.
That sounds
What's
good.
the beef? You're saying you're
Build the wall, like chanting together in unison. It's fucking great.
Wait, why don't you do the Om? Is it just like more of like a Judeo-Christian values thing, or is it kind of like
No, dude. I don't know.
you're saying you're just not with it?
If I'm being real, I think it's the fucking. I'm just being honest. I say a lot of things. I think it's just the fucking machismo, dude. Like I was raised in a Hispanic household. It's just like I'm like I'll do yoga. I'll do it all the way, right?
You won't do Om.
I won't fucking like. Oh.
I think you're not alone in that though, because yeah, it's kind of like, you know,
Like I just kind of like, and then sometimes I'll like open my eyes and I'll look around the room and they'll be like, keep your eyes closed, focus, say and I'll be like, oh, and I like open my eyes and I look around. And there's like 3 other motherfuckers. Like I see you too, bro. We're not fucking, we're good, brother. We'll me and you, we're gonna take that motherfucker.
you got that's
He's
holding
only-
your yoga back, dude.
Yeah.
You have to let go
I know,
of that.
dude.
That
You
is
know what?
holding your yoga back.
Next time I do it, I'm actually gonna think of you, dude.
Please.
And then I'm
know
not
what
gonna
yoga-
do it.
you know
Do
what
it.
yoga
Are you
means?
gonna do the You might feel good. It might feel good.
We should all 3 of us do it right now, dude.
Dude, don't tempt me. You know what yoga actually means?
What's that?
What it translates to? A lot of people say union. It's not necessarily union. Yoga means to yoke together. So it's really the idea of it is that it's like, say you have like 5 different like horses pulling in one direction. Yoga is like yoking them all together to use all of their wild powers for one concentrated force.
So it's 5 horses working together.
Your senses, 5 horses. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You see where my dark brain went to? As we're talking about dark energy of like back in the day when they used to like when they used to like sentence people to death and just like tie up one each limb and they'd be like yeah, and all the horses would run in different
and they
directions.
pull you all apart.
That's literally you're like, you want to know what yoga initially means? It's like 5 horses pulling in. I just
Technically,
imagine,
that's something you could do with 5 horses. That took someone. Yeah, it was kind of creative.
yeah, that's fucking crazy, right? To do that kind of stuff back in the day. You know, there's a book called The Faithful Executioner, right? It's fucking really cool, dude. It's the only documented like diary per se of like not murders, but there was an executioner way back when who would document every single time. He would journal when he would execute somebody, right? And it's from like the Renaissance back in the day. And the beginning of his journaling and stories, it gets better as the book goes on because executioners were not educated, right? And after like 30 plus years, his family got pardoned. And people say, like experts say, that he was doing all of this to show the king, like, hey, look, I'm not stupid. I can write. And he turned in this book. And after like 30 years, they're like, all right, we're pardoning your family. Because if you were an executioner, your whole family was condemned.
Why?
Right? Because it was just like, you were royalty technically, and you had a nice royal house, but it was away from everyone. And your son would like walk around and everybody be like, hey kids, don't talk to him. Like we're talking about the dark energy thing, right? But they'd be like, no, they represent death. And so they were kind of like outcasts, but they were royals.
So if you were an executioner, your family always gets killed at the end?
So what would
They
happen?
were ignored. They were shunned.
Yeah, they were shunned. And if you were my child, it was a legacy thing. So if I would have a son, he was now going to be the new executioner.
Oh, fuck.
So he talks about when he was learning to be an executioner, his dad would train him on like stray dogs. Fucked up, right? As a young kid. And then he would start training his kid, and all he could think about was how he didn't want his son to go through the same shit.
Fuck.
So if you read the book, it's super fucking interesting. He would talk about like he had to hang one dude. It was like his death was to hang over a fire. And, you know,
did he come up with that, or like the dudes would be like, yo,
the punishment was from the like you would get tried for a crime and they would be like, okay, executioner, this is how he is sentenced to death. It's your job to do it correctly. And there's stories in history where if you did not do it correctly and the individual, like if you just didn't do it right, right, the people would get mad and start stoning the executioner and kill the fucking executioner. There's like stories of that, right?
Jesus.
So he talks about that in the book, but then he would also say like he would fucking take them out their last night. He would take them out in the town to like get drunk and get a meal. And he would like get to know them a bit, right? And be like, fuck, I feel bad. I have to kill this guy tomorrow. So what he would do is if you like hang a guy over a fire, it was customary to dress them up a certain way. So what he started doing was like, what do you call it? I forgot what the fuck you call this. The little thing they put around the neck.
Like the beefeater collar thing?
Yeah. And so what he would do is he would hide like a real tight like rope under there. And so he was like, all right, I gotta put this guy over the fire and he's gonna die. So what he would do is as he would dress him up, he'd make sure that he was all customary, and he'd kind of look at the guy and give him a solid and like tighten the rope real tight so the guy would start passing out and wouldn't feel the fire burn him.
That's kind of nice.
Right. And so it's kind of, you know, it's kind of
real. It is kind of nice, dude.
And so
it's thoughtful.
It's a fucking good book.
What's it called again?
The Faithful Executioner.
Sounds
I don't remember
cool.
the author's
So
name.
he gave it to the king or whatever, and what he like pardoned his family.
He got his family pardoned
from the executioner lifestyle.
Yes. So from that point forward, they're like, your family are no longer executioners, and they found another one. Right?
Now you're a writer. Now he's a
Yikes,
blogger.
that poor person. How did they find that person? That doesn't seem like a good gig.
Yeah. Oh, there's probably some farmer that was like, get out of the way. I'll definitely start murdering people.
And so it's fucking interesting though, right? And it's the only like historical documentation of like somebody journaling like over 200.
Yeah, I didn't know they had to live this whole separate existence. That's kind of nuts.
But nobody else would write, and you could the author cleaned it up, right? Or not the author, but the guy that took all the journals together and made it into a book. But you can even tell when you're reading the first couple of executions, he's like not speaking as concise, right?
Yeah,
and there's like a lot more grammatical errors. And as you get towards the end, you're like, this guy's a good fucking writer.
He gets better, yeah. What was that, like the 10,000 hours thing or whatever?
Practice makes perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. Imagine how good he was at killing, you know?
Probably pretty good, man.
He became a healer, and it says they had 15,000 consultations.
He became a healer?
Became a healer.
That's kind of nice.
It's fucking dark, dude.
Well, so if your dad was an executioner and you're the son, you had to marry probably an executioner's daughter.
I don't know how that would work.
Or you just had to go like,
you're royalty, but it's like, hey son,
you had to give some lady Undertaker eyes and be like,
yeah,
come over here.
Like,
we do
hey,
cool
lady.
shit at my house.
It's like,
Damn.
yeah, hey son, you're gonna be born to just kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, dude, back then it was so fucked up that it was like, yeah, dude, we kill fucking criminals and shit. And you'd be like, yeah.
Now we're
It could have got me. If I was 8 years old and my dad was like, yeah, we kill criminals, I'd be like, yeah, fucking.
Dude, you know, they talk about like a soft society now, but if you think about it, like, dude, people used to get sentenced to execution and like the whole town would go out. They didn't have TVs and shit. They'd be like, let's go watch this guy get fucking executed.
How could you not though, dude?
100%.
How could you?
Yeah,
not? There's no
Faces of
judgment.
death back in the day.
Yeah,
right?
there's no judge. And if also too, if it was like, yeah, this guy was like, he kicked a kid in the head and now we're hanging him, I'd be like, yeah, let's go fucking.
Yeah.
Especially back then, I mean, you'd be like, yeah, obviously, let's go check this out.
And it's
bring your wife. That'd be nice. You bring your wife out there. You'd be like,
well, but again,
you
that
never
was
take
like
me
public.
anywhere. Like, here, they're gonna cut this guy's dick off and burn him alive. Let's fucking watch.
Oh yeah.
Society was dark, man. And then we got soft for a bit, and then Faces of Death came out when we were young kids, right?
Yeah.
And then it's progressed, and now I follow all these fucking, you call them war porn, right? War porn pages, like all this like fighting in like Ukraine and in fucking, well, right now Israel, right? And like, and I watch these fucking dark videos.
I saw a video. They said this war will, like, you know, they said like the Vietnam War, I think, was the first that was like televised, and but they were saying now, like with it now, it's like you have real time on the ground coverage from just people with cell phones, and like it's going to be like unlike anything
My
else.
first deployment, dude, we had disposable cameras, wind up cameras, and that's what I would carry in my cargo pocket. So I have a bunch of photos of explosions, right? I would like take cover. We're like, hey, we're gonna blow this fucking building up, and then they'd be like 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then they'd be like, typically at around the 1 minute mark, it blows up, right? Because they're like 1 minute, 1 minute, one. And so by the time it gets to you, it's so delayed. So they're like 2 minutes, and it fucking blows up, and you're like, oh fuck.
They don't give you the real 3, 2, 1. It's just kind of
no, because again, it's like they'll say it on the radio, like, all right, we're gonna blow this fucking building up, and they'll be like 2 minutes, and by the time it gets to the guys on the ground that are actually
I hear
there,
what you're saying, yeah.
So they're like blowing up in 2 minutes, and then they're like blowing up in 2 minutes, and it's like it's kind of like back in the day, call a locksmith, right? And so by the time it gets,
what do you mean?
I don't know.
That's how where other
I'm
people
autistic,
would
bro.
say that.
Fucking dude. I don't know. I saw that Robin Hood Men in Tights, right? Call a locksmith when like he's got the chastity belt on. That's where my brain went, dude.
For sure.
So, but it's like
They're all have it play a game of telephone.
yeah, it's telephone, right? Like at 2 minutes.
By the end, it gets down to the end. It's like, don't blow this place up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Dude,
My mom's
can
in
you
there.
imagine playing a game of telephone? I mean, we're gonna blow this building up in 2 minutes. I'm gonna blow 2 dudes in 2 minutes. I'm gonna blow your. Like,
you have the pictures. You have the shots.
yeah, I have a whole bunch of them, dude. And it's just like explosions. And what's funny is you can't see what photos you took, right? And so like when I got back from Iraq, I had tons of photos and my mom was super excited, right? Well, what do Marines do when you leave your fucking camera out? They're like, hey, let's take a picture of my dick on Governor's camera, right? And so like my mom,
show her the explosions.
yeah, I'm like, Mom, check out this explosion. And she's like, what the Justin? I'm like 19 years old, bro. Like just tons of wieners.
Yeah.
And they're not even like hard wieners. They're just flaccid wieners, bro. Like, hey, look, tons of them. That's real shit.
How
That's
many
real.
did you go through?
Fucking, dude, I have so many
But you
pictures.
had to weed them out. Yeah, you had to weed them out.
No, I still got them. I still got them. I'm not even fucking around, dude. I'm not even fucking around.
Were you taking them, or how would it be?
Both.
Would people
Like,
be
okay,
sleeping or
okay,
something?
I'll give you an example. One time we were told to clean. We're told to clean this fucking. We're like coming back from deployment, and they make you scrub everything like for agricultural reasons. Like there will be no dirt, there will be no seeds, right? All that kind of shit. So they get all the junior guys, aka us, to take all this stuff out of this like quad con, clean it, get all the dirt out, right? And then clean up everyone's shit and put it back. So like not bring back any spores of anything, right? And we found this dude's pack, and he was like way up higher enlisted, right? And so he's not sweeping. He did 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
Sure, yeah.
So we were like, dude, this guy's a dick. And we started, dude, I didn't.
Wait, why was he was just a dick?
He was just a dick, right? Just always yelling and getting angry at shit, right? And he'd like someone like opened up, what does he got in there? And they opened it and they found a disposable camera. And so one time they're like, haha, hilarious. And so what do? I'm like, ooh. And I pull my pants down, right? And I go spread eagle and I put just my butthole.
Yeah,
Dude,
butthole.
I put my butthole, I go
Classic.
spread eagle. And he takes the photo.
Butthole.
Yeah, butthole. But it wasn't just a butthole. It was spread as
got,
wide
like,
as I
it was
could.
like a-
It was like a spread. And my friends laugh. Can you imagine my friend, like how sick? This is why you can't be gay in the military. I don't ask, don't tell, because you might have to take a picture of your friend's butthole and not be weird about it.
Especially
right?
get like perspective in there
Yeah.
too, where the guy's like,
So he's like winding it up.
I don't remember being in that cave.
Yeah. So he takes all these photos and we pass the camera around. We all just take pictures of our dicks and we put it back in the pack and we seal it. And we're like, dude, he's married. It's so funny. So you know damn well she's gonna be like, how was Iraq, sweetie? And he doesn't really get on the front
She's
line
probably
a
going
lot.
to get him developed.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, just like my mom did, right? But my mom also fucking grew up with me. I grew up super crazy. So my mom's just like, Justin, what the fuck?
Right? Yeah.
But this guy's married. He's not on the front line a lot, but they'll go out occasionally. So in his mind, he's going to be like, hey, honey, it was back in the shit. It was crazy. She's like, oh my God, you do mean the shit. Like the actual shit. That guy has fucking little toilet paper on his butthole, right? Fucking
dicks everywhere.
So that's what you do, right? But then I also have a photo like,
I don't want to talk about it.
yeah, how was Iraq, man? I don't want to talk about it,
Flaccid
dude.
dicks
You weren't there, man. What do you mean you weren't there? Fucking no, you weren't there. I got PTSD. It's not even from the war. It's from all the fucking uncircumcised penises I see, dude. And so
Was it a lot of uncircumcised penises?
only like the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans, dude. I can say that I'm Mexican. It's okay. We're clear to say
Warrior's
that.
dick.
Yeah. But like, and I want to make it very clear. I was a scout sniper in the Marine Corps, right? I went to Iraq 2 times. I was in Afghanistan for like 2 years as a contractor. But I want to make it clear that I was not in a ton of combat. I was in combat. I got in some firefights. I got blown up 3 times, all that shit, right? But I wasn't like in the caliber, like, well, because in the grand scheme of things, I haven't done shit, right? Compared to like a Fallujah veteran, right?
Sure,
I
hear
did
what
get
you're saying.
blown the fuck up 3 times and knocked unconscious, and that's it's other fucking story, right? But like,
That's a lot, yeah.
One time we were like in a firefight. And
it's good to do that though, because you know how everyone, I follow a decent amount of like military stuff, and everyone's like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear that is not me. I have I got the cheesiest purple heart on the face of the planet, bro. Fucking, I could say.
Nah, you're just bragging, but go on.
No. I swear to God.
What is a purple heart? That's good, isn't it?
No. It means you got wounded in combat, right? But mine, if I'm being real, what happened was it was my first patrol I ever did. We fucking left the wire, and I remember they made me feel sandbags, throw them on the floor. We threw them on the floor, and I remember thinking they're just giving me busy work because I'm the new guy, so I had to fill all these sandbags. They're like, we're leaving in 2 hours, Governor. I'll fill these sandbags. I'm filling them, and sure as shit, we fucking get blown up. Right, I get knocked unconscious. Wake up. I think I'm a senior in high school. Right, I don't even know that I joined the Marines. I swear to God. And that's like a whole long story I've told on multiple fucking podcasts, whatever. But like, whatever. I got blown up. And it's a trip because the only thing that happened to me, like the guy next to me got hit in the face with like some shrapnel and shit. I didn't have a fucking scratch on me, but I couldn't hear for like days, bro. They'd be like, hey,
that counts. That counts, yeah.
They'd be like, halt. And I would just keep walking and be like, God damn it, Governor, you fucking malingering piece of shit. Fucking, I was like, I can't, what, Lance Corporal? And they're like, you fucking.
I'm just a senior in high school.
Yeah, I'm a senior in high school. Fucking, you get to be his age, you become a submarine, motherfucker.
But you woke up, then you woke up being like, oh, fuck, I have an exam.
Yeah, no. I woke up and I thought
I used to do that after I got out of school. I remember I'd be like, oh, I have an exam, and I'd be like, wait, no, I don't.
Where my brain really went was I woke up and I was like, oh man, I love this feeling. I still have a couple hours of sleep. I love where this happens. And I thought that I was like a senior, and I was like, oh, I woke up at like 3 a.m. I still go to sleep for like 4 hours, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
You were just blown up.
Yeah, I was blown the fuck up, and I didn't even know I was blown up until my squad leader told us, like, hey, we just did a fucking IED. Is everyone all right? And like, I like woke up. The first thing you do is you check your body, you check your balls, you take a pause, you look at your hand, don't see blood. Second thing you do is you feel the floor, grab your rifle, and I'm like, and then you turn, I'm like, oh fuck, and my friend's just seizuring and shit. Fucking, I'm like, all right. Dude. But anyway, fucking, so I blow out my eardrum. That's all that happened. I blow out my left eardrum, right? And days later, they're like, God damn it, you malingering piece of shit. Go to BAS. So I go to BAS and they check my ear and they're like, yep, you blew out your eardrum. I don't even know I'm going to get a Purple Heart. Well,
is it bad for your eardrum just blown out now? Or is it like,
it apparently recovers. The VA said that I'm recovered, but like I have fucking issues when I go like this.
Yeah, I mean, right. Don't do that. I imagine.
What happens when you do that?
So much penis. Oh, the war made me crazy. Anyway, fucking too soon. It's been 20 years. Anyway, fucking so
you're back in 8th grade.
Yeah, so there I was. Yeah. So there I was in Nam, buttholes everywhere, dude. Fucking. Oh Jesus Christ. Fucking A, dude. Okay, so all my senior Marines.
Dude, you are the best, real. You are fucking so fucking funny, dude.
These are all just real stories, dude. I can't wait to read the comments. Bullshitter, fucking.
Stop. No, you're not gonna look at the comments.
Look at me, motherfucker.
I order. That's an order. Stay out of the comments.
Yeah. I'm gonna comment on everybody's shit. Like, thanks for watching, comma pussy, fucking.
No, don't go into them, dude.
Okay, so okay, all my senior Marines just got back from the Battle of Fallujah, of Phantom Fury.
Yeah,
right.
So that was bad. You're saying Fallujah was nasty.
Fallujah was fucking crazy, dude. Like the battalion that I was in, my first deployment, we lost 4 dudes. My first deployment, they lost 33 dudes. Right. And they lost, I think it was like 27 in like 17 days of fighting, like hard shit, bro.
Jesus, man.
And so they came back, they were all fucked up, dude. It was a very interesting time getting to the Marines and being forced to live with these dudes in a squad bay, which is a whole, I can go on other stories there, right? But some dudes got small pieces of shrapnel in their neck and they never got a Purple Heart, and they're very fucking upset over it. But it was just kind of like, oh, you got some shrapnel in your leg, fuck out of here, pussy. And they just never got a Purple Heart, right? And they fought for it later and would get it. I blow out my eardrum, my very first patrol. I'm 1 year into the Marine, 1 year from the date I went to boot camp, and my drill instructor fucking made me get naked and stuff me in the shower. 1 year later, I'm fucking waking up like, oh, it's not time for school yet, right?
Yeah.
And so literally 1 year to the date, I'm in Iraq, and then I get blown up my first patrol. So I don't even know I'm gonna get a Purple Heart. And it's my platoon's all salt dogs and a couple of just fucking new guys, right? I'm one of them. And so like when I got to Iraq, they mortared our base and they were landing like 2 football fields away, right? Boom. And all these guys are coming back from patrol, and they're all taking cover, and they're all looking at me and they're saying incoming. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, how do they know it's incoming? How do they know? And they're telling me, get down.
They thought you were talking like I'm new. How do they?
Because they were the unit that we were relieving. They'd been there for 6 months.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? They actually lost 52 guys. It's the most
Jesus, man.
than any other unit. They were a reserve unit. 325. They lost more than any other unit lost since Vietnam. Damn. And we relieved them, right? And so they're coming back from patrol, and they just knew when they're getting back from patrol, they just knew 100% we're going to take some mortars. Right?
Oh, they knew it was.
So they were like, it was time. Get down. And I was like, what? And they weren't even close. They were like 2 football fields away, dude. Right? Like kind of far.
Yeah.
But it was like they would land, and I'm thinking, oh, there's shrapnel. So I'm fucking taking cover, dude. Yeah. I'm like ducking down, and my squad leader walks outside in Fallujah, salt dog, dude. And he looks at me and he sees me taking cover and he goes, huh, and you call him a boot because like he just got out of boot camp. So he's like, huh, huh, fucking boot. And he like doesn't care. He doesn't take any cover. They're blowing off in the distance. And he's like, get inside, you fucking boot. And he opens the door and he's like, hey everyone, you know what Governor is doing? Mortars were landing like fucking 200 meters away. And Governor saying all the guys that had already, it was their second deployment. They're literally in Iraq 6 months prior. They're like, fucking pussy. And then all my friends that went in with me were like fake laughing and kind of looking around the room like, oh, what the fuck?
What a horrible first day.
Right? So I get,
this was all before you guys hit 90.
Yeah. Like, so I'd been in my room for like a few days and then they're like, hey, who wants to go on a patrol? And I volunteered and I get fucking blown up. And so when I came back, they gave me a Purple Heart, but they didn't tell me. I didn't even know. And so they're like, everybody, it was me and some other guy, or a couple guys got Purple Hearts, right? But they lined us up and they were like, fall out and congratulate these Marines. And I was like, what the fuck? What? I'm getting a Purple. So I get a Purple Heart in country. I've been there like literally 2 fucking weeks and I already have a Purple Heart, right? And so these Marines were all salt dogs that I told you were in Fallujah. And they line up one by one. Like at the very end of an award, you're supposed to walk up and shake a hand like, hey, congrats, man. And one by one, dude, it was like one guy would walk up, salt dog from Fallujah, and he would look at me and be like, fucking pussy. And the next one would be like, bitch. And the next one would be like, I guess we're drinking buddies, huh, Governor? And then I'd be like, what the fuck? I just had to get fucking degraded by like each dude.
Wow.
And then occasionally a dude would walk up and be like, good shit, Governor. You know, I was like, thanks, man. Thanks, buddy. Right? Yeah. And then the next guy, pussy, boot, funny. Bitch. And I look back on that fucking.
It just makes me laugh.
That's so fucking crazy, dude. Like, like you little bitch. And I was like, all right, fucking whatever.
I mean, dude, it is like, you know, you have to be like the toughest dude in the world doing the toughest stuff. So it's like, you can't at one point be like, you know, actually, man, I could kind of see this from your perspective. It must be kind of scary. And you're new. It's just like, pussy, bitch.
Yeah. And then I actually put it on the bottom of my sea bag, like my fucking Purple Heart, because I was like, I didn't
wear it.
And like our sea bag's like a giant backpack where you put all your deployment shit in. And I put it at the very bottom because I was so embarrassed by it. I still to this day do not feel like I earned it, and I'm not trying to be humble. I literally guarantee there's a vet listening right now. They're like, yeah, it's pretty fucking gay, right? And so
you're saying you should be like,
I should have gone
fucked up more,
shot or like fucking. Dude, I've got the same award as my buddy missing all 4 limbs. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucking
all
bullshit.
4 legs.
No, all 4 limbs. Yeah, dude. He got the COVID vaccine, dude. He's fucking. He used to have 2 legs, and then now he's got 4. Dude.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but I mean,
you know, anyway, so there's that, and
you got it.
I bet when you're an old guy, you'll be wearing it, don't you think?
Nah, no, I'll never own that shit. I will for like, I was on Texas Public Radio, and they're like, give us a bio, and I'm like, Purple Heart, comic, fighter, whatever, and I'll throw it on there. But
do you do it for like a job interview? I would definitely do that.
Yeah, dude, I'd be like, honestly, dude, thank me for my service and give me the job, or you're a fucking terrorist.
Yeah, for real.
Pretty simple. Right?
Yeah,
It's like,
no, it's good you had the reserve, because I do see a lot of these guys, like military guys, get busted being like, he didn't even see. I was a big follower of the Dan Crenshaw versus who the fuck was it? David Goggins. I watched a lot of that. That was a big thing of like, they were accusing each other of like, you didn't see fucking, you know, like Crenshaw was like, Goggins, he's not even know, he didn't see shit over there. It's like, yeah, it's unfortunate.
Everyone's got a bigger dick than everyone, right? And so I don't want to come off as like, again, all that happened for me, and like a couple firefights, got blown the fuck up 3 times, been rocketed, mortared, awesome, right? And then,
it's pretty, you know.
I mean, but again, you look at fucking.
I fell off a jet ski one time. I don't shut the fuck up about it, dude. I was like, we were going so fast and I hit the water and it was hard as hell.
Yeah, dude.
I thought the water would be soft.
One dude got fucking stabbed and lost his arm, bro. Fucking.
Yeah, one night growing up, I had a flashlight and I wouldn't give it to my brother Vance, and he pushed me and my head hit this like concrete thing, and I go up and there's blood coming down.
Yeah.
And the neighbor Wesley, he ran off, and that was like the craziest thing that's happened to me in regards to that.
Yeah,
like
so
getting
basically,
hurt.
it's you don't have to. I mean, I guess you do.
I'm just because again, dude, like everyone's got a bigger dick than everyone. There's gonna be a vet that's gonna watch this.
No, not everybody. Not
True.
everybody.
It does stop at a certain point.
Actually, you're right. I did see a lot of dicks in the Marines, and
How do we stack up? What's up? What's going on with that? What are dicks really like? I don't get to see them. Are you like? Is there a ton of hogs out there? Does everyone have the same basic setup?
when the Marine Corps,
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans, man, goddamn.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I had a Puerto Rican roommate. That's why he's fucking. I'm just fucking around.
I hear.
But yeah, man, fucking.
You don't need to give me statistical information. You know,
Dude, if you want, I still have those photos, bro. You can fucking look at them.
I guess you could just Google that too. Just like Google dicks and then just keep looking, dude, till you finally get the download. And like, all right, I know what all dicks look like.
Dude, I should probably honestly, I should probably, like, there's a part of me that wants to throw all those photos out, but a part of me is like, those are my deployment photos. Like, I'm like attached to them, dude.
The dicks?
Yes.
Do you look through them at all?
Occasionally I'll look through my photos. I think the coolest picture that I have is we were taking fire, and again, it was like the first time I'd ever been shot at. Mm. And we're like in a hole, and above us there like a helo is gonna go up and like light these buildings up. And I pull out my fucking disposable camera, and they say, hey, air is overhead. And again, I'm fucking new as shit. So my squad leader, I guess they used to get in firefights and just level a building like right in front of them, danger close. And so they were like terrified. I remember, when I was overseas, I was just walking around and a jet flew super low to us to, I guess, fuck with us or whatever. And all my senior Marines, it was like, and everyone just took off running except the new guys. Everyone just took off running. And then fucking, they all start kind of laughing. Guys are taking cover behind like tires and shit. And they get up and they start laughing. And then no reason, I'm just simply existing. And they're like, fucking boot, bitch, you don't know shit about that. I'm like, okay, fucking, you're projecting right now, buddy. Fucking. And so they say, hey, air's overhead. Like, we're going to fucking let air go or whatever, right? And it's a helo, so it's just a machine gun. It's not like a big bomb, but all he knows is air overhead. So he's like, get down, get the fuck. And he starts freaking out. And so I get down and we're taking fire, and I take out my little fucking handy dandy disposable camera, right?
What'd you get a picture of?
It's the first picture. I have two of them. The first one, you can see smoke in the background because we blew up this truck, and then there's a helicopter in the air, and it's like unloading on these buildings. And the first picture is my squad leader, just like this, and you can see like one of our trucks in the background. And he looks all badass with his glasses on. And I take one photo, right? And then the second one is him screaming. And it looks like he's screaming in combat. And like there's a truck on fire in the background. But what's really happening, he's like, hey, you fucking stupid boot. Put your goddamn camera away. So it looks like he's yelling in combat, but he's really like, you fucking dumbass. And it's like, fucking.
Did you ever think about getting one of the explosions and then photoshopping all of the dicks in the explosion?
That's actually pretty smart, dude.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And then like, so you remember the movie Waiting back in the day, right? So it was the whole concept of the movie was like, you show somebody your dick and you call them gay, right? It's like, whatever. And Marines are stupid. We watch that movie, so we start doing it on people are like dedicated.
You guys weren't the only ones. There's a lot. I went through a lot of different groups of dudes. Yeah.
So the whole thing is we do it, and then you call the other guy gay, right? And so one time I go on a fucking mission as a sniper, and these are like the stories that I don't think people on podcasts are like combat, right? But these are the stories that are real that people don't hear. And so what I did was, I'm a sniper. I'm fucking supposed to go out and do my shit. And it's all dark, right? And fucking, all right, guys, the sun's coming up. We're set in position. And I start going through my fucking bag, and I just start finding photos. So what this fucking idiot did in Kuwait on the way in is he took a whole disposable fucking roll of camera, and he took just a bunch of photos of his dick, and he developed them in Kuwait, and they gave it to him for some fucking reason. And he makes copies, right? So I'm in our position, and I start going through my bag, and I just pull, what the fuck is it? It's a friend of my friend's dick, or it's a photo of my friend's dick. And then he carved.
He like stuffed them in everyone's bag?
He stuffed them, no, in my bag in particular, right? Fucking yeah. Yeah, how's that not bullying? Yeah, that's a different form. That's a whole nother level of bullying, dude. You ever get bullied in high school? Nope, but one time a guy bullied me so hard, he just fucking dicks.
Well, now at the new tech job, you probably wouldn't come across anything like this.
Yeah, ever.
Luckily.
That's gotta be crazy.
And so he does all this shit, right? And I'm laughing, dude, and we gotta be all quiet.
Yeah.
And then I put my rifle up, and I'm just kind of preparing it in case if we have to use it, right? So like I'm just checking the fucking the scope caps and all that shit, right? So I fucking pop it open and it's like kind of dark, so I can't really see, but I could still see lights coming up and everything's just fucking black. I can't fucking see it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I zoom back and I'm like, there's something in there. And I fucking go and this fucking crazy asshole comes up a perfect cutout to fit in the scope and it's just his balls, right? And he took a pen and he carved into it and just says fag. And so I grab it and I'm fucking laughing. And my friends are like, what the fuck going on? Like, why are you laughing? And I'm like, dude. And they're looking at me and they're like, oh, that's good. That's pretty good, right? And so cool, everyone's laughing. And then we don't engage on that mission or anything, right? It's boring as fuck. And we get back and then everyone else on the team was in it with this guy. So everyone's like, do you hear about Governor, dude? He's going on missions just packing fucking, he's just packing a bunch of photos of Bruce's dick, bro. And everyone's like, yeah, Governor, that's fucking weird. I'm like, I'm the weird one. I'm the weird one, right? But like, that's Marine Corps, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Sounds fun.
Long live the legacy, right? Marine Corps
Bruce
birthday.
doing good now?
He killed himself, actually.
Oh, God.
Nah, I'm just kidding, dude.
I had a feeling.
That was good.
Fucking. I talked to him on the drive up here, actually. He's overseas right now.
Nice. How's his day?
Fucking. I haven't seen him in a bit. I was his best man at his wedding.
Nice.
Right. And then.
You do the speech? What was the speech? The speech must have been off the fucking wall.
Oh, dude. So with this guy, me and this dude, this is a real story. We took a vacation. And I was supposed to hang out with some girl in Venice. And I was a contractor in Afghanistan, right? I made like, at the time in 2010, for a 24-year-old, I was making like $114,000 a year, tax-free up to like 97 grand. And every 62 days, I got 21 days of paid vacation.
Cool.
Dope as fuck. And they would fly me to wherever I wanted to go for free, bro.
That's cool.
Every 62 days. Can you imagine as a 23-year-old, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking great. And then you have 9 weeks, all your stuff's paid for. So I had a cell phone and a truck payment and insurance in the US, like $500 worth of bills and then 10 grand in my pocket every fucking month, right? And so cool. I'm like, what's that?
I said, cool. That sounds good.
And I was like 23, dude, right? Fresh out of the Marine Corps. You just, got to be at the fucking in Afghanistan or whatever. Big deal at the time. And I say, I want to take a vacation to the Middle East and I want to go to Israel, to Jordan. I went to Egypt and I took a side trip to Italy, to Venice, right? And fucking all I did with me and this dude, we're young, like 23. We're like, hey, dude, let's go fucking get some chicks. And we're like, yeah. And in Venice, the reason why I was going to Venice is there's a girl that I went to high school with that was like, meet me in Venice. I'm like, oh my God, I was in love with her.
Pretty fucking romantic, dude.
So I was like, I'm finally gonna bang her, right? Yeah. Like that's all I was thinking. Like, dude, all these times we made out, I seen her boobs like one time. I'm like, finally, dude, I'm gonna do it. And so I go with this guy, Bruce, and we go to Cairo and they fucked our hotel up. We had like 2 beds, right? And they fucked up and they're like, we're so sorry, we're full. We have 1 room left, but it's the honeymoon suite, right? It's this big bed and it's romantic, beautiful bath. And I'm just like, God, whatever, dude. So I'm with Bruce. That's how it started off. And then we're like, dude, let's go on a cruise on the Nile River, dude. It's going to be fucking dope. And we go on this cruise and it's a fucking couples.
Fucked after all
dude,
this.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's a couples cruise, right? And so there's a candle and a rose and it's me paired. And I'm like, God damn it, Bruce, right? And so the whole time we're like chasing chicks because we're young, stupid fucking like Marines. And everything that we did, like we went to Jordan, we went to the Dead Sea, we go to a couples resort, right? And we're like, God damn it. And no matter what we tried to do, and then I go to Venice and he's like, don't worry, we got a 2-bedroom. And then the girl that I was with would only kiss me and she wouldn't fucking sleep with me, right? So now I'm in the most romantic city in the world with my buddy Bruce, right? What a bitch, bro. She wouldn't. And you know what? That was a young mentality. I was like 23, but also on the same note. That is
so nice though. If you just only made out with a girl in Venice, that's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
Yeah, that's sweet.
You just made out with her, then jerked off afterwards.
Yeah. I wonder where she's at now, dude. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to give her that fucking credibility, right?
Did she look pretty good?
What's that?
Did she look pretty good?
She still looks pretty good, actually. That's why I won't say her name. Her name's Yasmin.
Ooh.
Anyway, with a Z. Anyway.
What did you say? Don't say it.
Oh, no. I won't say her last name.
Don't say any. Don't
yeah. So anyway.
Don't do that.
So.
Everyone's so hot to say everyone's name. Don't say anyone's name. You'll get nothing out of that.
Yeah. So fucking.
We believe you.
All this happens. And Venice was before the Dead Sea in Jordan, actually. And so I'm with this dude, and I said all this at the best man speech, right? And I said it in a different way. I like wrote it a certain way, but essentially I talked about how I loved traveling with him, but that's not my job anymore. And I was like, it's no longer like my job to go on these trips with this guy. He's, I'm passing the torch to you, like, you know, it's like this beautiful story. And then I said, and I'll never forget, and this is also real, when the sun was going down in Jordan, the whole trip was just so fucking gay. It was all an accident, but it was like the gayest thing. And the sun's going down and we're both looking at the Dead Sea and we're in Jordan and you could see on the other side is Israel. And we're just looking and he's just like, it's so fucking sick. And then I just looked at him super serious and I'm like, hey man, the only reason why I haven't tried to have sex with you is because I don't want to ruin our friendship. And then we both just started dying of laughter because we're like, this whole fucking trip, it's gay, right? There's also one thing that happened on the trip that I'm not going to talk about because he's fucking married, right?
Okay, dude, what the fuck, dude? Don't.
Right. There's just, it's funny, right? It's fucking, no, it wasn't even about me boning him, but that's what it sounds like on the pod, right?
I don't know, just don't play it.
I was hoping he'd say y'all kissed or something. Kissed, dude. That would have been kind of hot.
That would have been romantic.
But what I'm saying is like, boys have stories, right? Boys are boys. And like,
sure.
It's not even that bad at all, right? But
for sure.
But what's funny, yeah, for sure.
He's happily married. He's
happily married.
You can't keep talking.
You gotta take that one down, dude.
What I'm saying though is I did the best man speech.
He watched you make out with that chicken.
Yeah,
face.
he saw something, right? He saw something, and so like I'm fucking. He saw something, brother. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. And so he's fucking like I'm saying the speech, and then I was like, then we went to Israel, and he just like looked at me, and his fucking eyes lit up, and I was like, and I skipped past it, and I talked about the holding hand thing. The only reason everybody laughed, and they're like, that was a great speech. Yeah. And he looked at me, he's like, you motherfucker, right? Like,
was it the one with the Russians?
No, that's another story. I'll never tell that story ever.
Okay.
I can't. I'm sorry.
For sure. That's please. I don't want you to. Yeah, I want this man to have a nice,
canceled, bro. You'll get canceled for knowing me, dude.
Tell me afterwards.
Yeah, dude.
Well, dude, where are we at time-wise, Josh? An
hour 26.
Figure we're at 120.
Sorry,
dude.
I don't talk enough, man. My bad, dude.
No, dude, thank you. It was wonderful.
Been down
yeah, no, it's very
wonderful.
interesting.
Yeah.
You are an interesting bro. You've done a lot.
I'm normal, bro.
Naked Afraid obviously served our country.
Yeah.
Comedian.
I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu too. It's fine.
Tech mogul.
Yeah, tech boy. BOI, tech boy.
Hell yeah. Well, dude, where can everyone find your stuff?
At Justin Governal on Instagram and everything at JJ Governal on YouTube, JJ Governal on TikTok. My Instagram, I post my entire fucking life, right? So at Justin Governal.
Oh yeah, you just went to backpack through where again?
Oh fuck, man, I travel all the time. I just drove to Guatemala, right? From San Antonio, and I only got robbed twice by the cops. No big deal.
Nice.
And I went to go save a dog actually, because the first time I went to Guatemala, was it my first time? Yes, first time I went to Guatemala. I don't drink much anymore, but I blacked the fuck out, and I woke up and I was like, "What happened last night?" And I turned and there was a dog inside of my house, or inside of my my hostel room. And I was like, oh shit. And I rescue dogs. So I guarantee you in my drunken state was like, come here, buddy. And like feeding it and shit.
Oh no.
So I opened my door to let it out and he wouldn't leave. And he followed me everywhere for 3 fucking days, dude. And so at the end, I'm like,
what's his name?
Wilson, like Wilson, like Castaway, like my friend Wilson. He kept me company, right? And so I saved this fucking dog, but I had to leave and I felt so bad. And I kind of like, we had this good bond. And so I paid a barista down there to watch him for like a whole fucking year. It was like $6,000, dude, of like CDC paperwork and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he got all fucking fat. And I kept making trips down. I made it down the Guatemala.
Were you mad at the girl?
No, she's actually very sweet. I can't even like joke about, like, she's such a fucking good, she's a good woman, right? She's a barista in Guatemala and she lives, it's a hard life growing up like down there. We're very privileged, man.
What's a barista? What's a barista?
Like a coffee barista, you know?
So
okay. She was, bro, she literally.
I thought it was like some like fucking ancient.
Yeah, she's a barista, dude.
Like a Sherpa. She's a barista.
She's a Sherpa barista, dude. She makes coffee.
Gotcha. She makes coffees.
Yeah, but she's a.
Saying the tips down there aren't that good.
Yeah, and you know, you look up the salary that they make down there, and so what I did is this works for everybody. The dog gets to live, and she's so happy. The people down there are so fucking happy, and they don't have as much as us, dude. You know, so she's a good person inside, and so she's like, "Is this your dog? He's so sweet." I'm like, "I need to save him." She's like, "I'll watch him for you." So I fucking paid her for like a year. Had to do all this CDC paperwork. Drove down all the way to Guatemala, got to the gate. I had paper plates, just bought a new car so I can make it down there. Mm-hmm. And I was going to bring the dog back. And then they're like, yeah, you're not coming down with paper plates. And I start telling them, yo, I'll just bribe you. And they're like, you think this is Mexico, right? And all this shit. So I put the whole thing on.
Like, wait, it's not. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah. I was like, pretty much, motherfucker. And so what's funny.
So what, in Mexico, could you just give a police officer that stopped you money or something?
I got robbed twice. And I put it on my YouTube, right? I got all this shit on YouTube. I documented it. And fucking, I got robbed twice, and they're just gonna take your money. And even when like I was with my buddy Jan, right? He drove down there with me, and then he stayed in Guatemala, and I drove back alone. But the first time they pulled us over, we just took like 2 shots, right? And he left his passport in another city. And so we were shipping. We called the hostel and we mailed it like 2 days ahead where we were going to be. And we just fucked around in between. So we just took 2 shots. We were like in, where the fuck, Oaxaca, where they make all the mezcal. And we got pulled over. And the guy's like, hey, brother. Like, and I know what you're doing. You're trying to rob me. All good. And my friend was driving. And Jan was like, what do they want? What do they want? And I was like, he just wants money. And he just fucking goes like this, takes his wallet out, just opens it. Boom. And I was like,
no.
And he's like, how much do they want? I was like, fucking all of it, dude, you know? And so, yeah, they take your money, but we were fine, dude. And he didn't freak out or anything. It was his first time getting robbed in Mexico by cops, right? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been around the block.
It's not fucking Guatemala, dude.
And on the way back, I got robbed again, but I was just like making a deal with a guy. He's like, it'll be $200. I was like, I'll give you fucking $80. And he's like, 150. And I was like, 100. And he's like, 120. I'm like, 100. And he's like, okay. And then I shake his hand and then I pull the money out of my wallet. And he's like, you still have more money. And then I start telling him in Spanish, like, you shook my hand, like man to man, you shook my hand. He's like, okay. Fucking
so
crazy. Cause there's like that machismo, like I give you my word as a man. But
and then
like,
both of you guys went, oh.
Yeah. And then we're like, and then I woke up and I was in Iraq, dude. I woke up and I was in middle school in Iraq, dude. I was like fucking,
William P. Where can a motherfucker find you, dude?
Just William.F.Montgomery.
Why am I saying P? I don't know why I thought William P. It's William F. Montgomery.
Yeah, William.F.Montgomery one.
I said William P.
What is it?
William F. It's William F. I tried to flex on the middle initial and I got burnt, dude.
Yeah, it's Flournoy.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
In your show.
The William Montgomery Show.
Oh, yeah.
Just a bunch of nonsense, but it's been fun doing it.
Nice, man. Well, thanks for doing it, guys.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
Fuck, we're normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I work in tech, dude.
It was fun. I want to hear the Russian story.
Yeah, true.